You are watching the best conference in all of college basketball, and TCU took care of business at home. They had a tall task, taking on a Baylor squad that in their last 3 games has scored 100 points or more. Welcome into the TNT College Basketball Postgame Show. I'm Tim Doyle alongside Jalen Rose, Jamal Mashburn, Bruce Pearl. And we know Coach Pearl, he had 13 days off. All right? It was the longest stretch of his entire professional career.
Load management.
But you had to like that defense from TCU in this game. They locked up Baylor.
They did an unbelievable job defensively. They held Baylor 32 points below their average. And they're not a very big team. They don't have great rim protection, but they got great on-ball defenders. They are elite in transition defense. That's the hardest thing to do defensively is get back and cover. Baylor had 4 fast break points.
It makes it difficult to really score against TCU. And also TCU did a great job in the second half of getting to the free throw line. They shot 23 free throws with 0 in the first half. And then also Punch came through at the end, was the solidifying bucket. So I like what they've done. We'll see how TCU travels on the road. That's going to be very interesting, and their schedule looks pretty tough moving forward.
So that Punch bucket, let's talk about this. The game has changed a lot, and we all play and coached. That used to always be a charge, right?
The back down, shoulder in.
I like that they did a no call. I feel like the defender should stand up, defend, especially at the end of the game, and you gave him an open shot by trying to put it on the referee versus just defending.
I'm a big proponent of let the players decide the game, especially when it's below a minute, and especially, from my standpoint, I like the players to continue to play through contact. And also, I could have looked at that as a flop, maybe, I mean, could have went both ways, but I like the players to finish the game out and make plays.
You guys are both right. They'll give it to them on the first one. If that was a second hit, that's a charge. So that was the right call.
I need an overall grade performance because storyline coming into this game, unfortunately, was not the game. It was that we were going to see James Naji for the first time, and he ends up getting out on the floor. And guys, for the first half, he affected the game. He was a +8. He had a couple of key rebounds. He had a putback dunk. In the second half, he wasn't as effective. I need a grade. So I know that you taught at one point in your life. How would you grade his performance?
And I'm a founder of a school for 15 years.
Yeah.
I give him a C. I give him a C.
Okay, C's get degrees.
Yeah, I give him a C. Great point. And can, hold a powerful position in life in different areas of politics.
That's true.
That's another topic for another day. But my point for him is this. We talk a lot about what he isn't ready to do. So the coach talked about him not being ready to play because he just got there. We talking about him still needing to get in shape. Like, for me, when you sign on the 24th, you're supposed to be in shape.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. The second thing is impacting the game, changing shots, blocking shots, not making poor fouls. He's going to continue to get better. And again, I'm glad to see him playing if that's the rule, but they're going to need him to be a lot more dominant if they're going to do what the coach hopes.
You got a grade?
This year.
You know what? I would probably stay with Jalen and say probably about a C+. I mean, I find it difficult, at least for me, when I play, to come in mid-season and do anything. The rhythm is off. You're out of shape a little bit. Playing in the game is different than practicing. You can run on a treadmill all day, but until you get contact, it's a different thing. But I think for him, let's call it what it is. He's a runner, a rebounder, and a shot blocker.
Right.
He's not going to get you 20 and 10 every night, but he can impact the game on the defensive end. He has value. I think he was overdrafted, and I think he really found his level right now as a Big 12 player.
And I'm going to give him a B+, okay? Because like you said, he do what he do. Yeah. That's what he does, and he's not in great shape, Jalen, you're right. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to give the equipment manager an F. You got to get that boy a name on the back of the jersey. I don't care how many letters you got to travel. I don't care if you didn't take an or a yellow magic marker and write the young man's name on the back of his jersey. You had 6 days to get that jersey right.
Well, he joined the team on December 24th, and if you don't know the story, he was drafted in the NBA. But yeah, there's the jersey right there. It's like you could buy that if you're a fan if you go to one of the games. Like that's the jersey like in the hallway there. That you
Christmas, New Year's, people were off, holiday or whatever it may be. So let's give him a pass. But you gave the equipment manager an F. You ready to cut through the thing, huh?
You got to represent the name on the back of the jersey and the front of the jersey. Put the young man's name on the jersey.
Okay, so we got a couple of C's. We got a B from Coach. At the end of the day, TCU takes care of business. And now we have to start wondering, because if you dive in, you're a Michigan guy. You've been following them. They've been dominant. Their closest game this year was TCU. Is this a tournament team that we just watched?
Absolutely. And I like watching teams that I feel like have an identity. And they're going to defend every game. That's their calling card. If you're going to play for their team, you must defend, right? And then he still allows you to play offense. And I like Posey. I like Punch. Michael Robinson. I like a couple of their players. So, yes, I believe they should be.
I'm on the fence on them. I remember
Well, you saw them lose. They lost some questionable games.
we were sitting here, Jalen and Coach, when they lost the University of New Orleans at home.
So that stays with you.
Stays with me.
About it.
So at the end of the day, we can chat about Michigan and they lost by 3. You're talking about the Michigan brand and what Michigan has done throughout the course of the season. They're not at the caliber of Michigan. I personally think I would like to see how they're going to play on the road. The road will dictate to me if they can play in the tournament. You're not playing any home games in the NCAA tournament.
Well, they had 7 guys, Coach, that had 7 points or more, and that's kind of their MO. They're a balanced squad. Obviously, Punch is their star, but this is a team that Jalen knows their identity. You know what they're going to bring defensively. Do they have enough?
I think they do. I think they have enough. And to defend like they defend, you got to have great chemistry. There's something good going in that locker room because to defend like that, they got to be unselfish. I think TCU is going to be a matchup where they're going to beat some people that they shouldn't beat. They're going to be a dangerous team. I don't know if they themselves are going to do enough to get in and get a great seed. If you make me guess today, I'd say yes. The quality of the Big 12 with 6 teams ranked in the top 17 teams in college basketball, the Big 12 is the best conference. All ships rise. I think TCU will get in.
All right, well, let's check out some Big 12 highlights as we had a fantastic one-on-one matchup. There is what I believe is the #1 pick in next year's draft, boys.
Agreed.
You disagree?
Agreed.
Agree.
He has been sensational. Came into this game, we're talking about A.J. DeBansta averaging 23 points a game. You see the drive, you see the jump shot.
That's a pro move right
But on the flip side, P.J. Haggerty's been at a bunch of different schools, Coach Pearl. Guy can put the ball in the basket.
PJ can get buckets. He may go down as one of the leading scorers in the history of college basketball, but it's not going to be enough for Kansas State.
He had 24 in this game. There's Richie Saunders. He shot 11 threes. He made 3 in this matchup. But in the second half, Jalen Robert Wright III.
Knocking down the open 3 from the top off a broken play. And I agree with you guys about AJ. Like, his game is just poised. And at 6'10", that could dribble, pass, and shoot, and he's very unselfish.
There he is with a tough finish.
That's Paul George right there, man.
He finished with 24 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals, and he's got some help. Kata being back is huge for him. Saunders making shots that can spread you out. Houston and Cincinnati, Kelvin Sampson's bunch. They had their hands full at Cincinnati, Coach Pearl.
You know, Houston's always going to guard, but anytime you're playing on the road, you know, Cincinnati's not off to a great start. They need this game, and they came out slugging.
This was a dogfight in the first half. There's Houston in transition, still trailed by 1. Day Thomas here. Whoop, little pump fake, step back.
Love that name, though.
Used to be pump fake mid-range jumper mash. Now it's pump fake, but find the three-point line.
Pump make, find the three-point line, sidestep, James Harden, and that talks about the influence of certain pro players from Kevin Durant all the way to James Harden, and also your boy, Steph Curry.
Yeah, Thomas scored 13 straight points to end the half. Cincinnati up 3 at half. Cincinnati on the break. Baba Miller with the jam. Cincinnati up 2, places rocking. But Houston, methodical in this game, going to the glass. That's what they do, Jim Rose.
The physicality. It's great to see Houston respond. We got a chance to see them up close and personal in Vegas, and they were trying to figure out their rotation. I feel like Kelvin Sampson, as everybody knows, is one of the best coaches in the game. He's going to help figure it out.
Houston figures out a way to win it in Cincinnati. Let's go down to Lubbock where Grant McCaslin. Seth Davis said this, Bruce Pearl. Best 1-2 punch in the country at Texas Tech with J.T. Toppin and Christian Anderson. You agree?
You've got 2 first all-team conference players on the floor at one time. Texas Tech has got that win at Duke. It's a very, very good basketball team capable of getting to the Elite 8.
Donovan Atwell buries the 3, and then there's the duo Toppin with the finish, pass from Anderson. He had 13 assists in this game, massive dunk to go along with 19 points. Toppin did his thing, 23 points, 14 rebounds. All Texas Tech, they score over 100. Johnny Dawkins still on the sidelines. Bill Self, his hair doesn't move. What's everyone laughing at? Kansas is going to be in a dogfight here against Central Florida in this matchup. Close game. Kansas buries the 3.
Well, he might be the second pick overall.
That's our boy right there. He's back.
He can really shoot the ball. He can stretch it. He can play mid-range. He can get to the basket. I think with him being out early, allowed that team to really develop chemistry. And when you got a great player, and this kid right here can really play, he held it down when Peterson was out.
This game was back and forth. The UCF would not go away. Kansas here, 2-point game, tough finish.
Wow.
For the drive. For Council. Back and forth affair, great atmosphere. Kansas always draws on the road. UCF buries the corner 3. They're up 3, 41 seconds left. Kansas trying to get a key stop. Foul, 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 no foul. They end up scoring, and there's the court storm from UCF.
It's a football school.
They won a national championship as a football school.
Exactly.
They were undefeated, but UCF 12-1 knocks out Kansas. This is what we see in conference play. Home teams take care of business. Talked about Darren Peterson being back. It brings excitement to Kansas. Great to see him on the floor. I know you had some words of advice for him.
He didn't take it. He's healthy. I mean, and so
is that upsetting to see him out there?
No. As long as you're healthy, go out there and play. That's the way I look at it. But if you're talking about if he's not healthy and he's 80% sure, then sit out. But I think he did the right thing if he's 100% healthy. He still wants to play. He still wants to compete. He wants to represent the University of Kansas. But at the end of the day, I think Kansas can go a long way with his play, and they're big.
Yep.
They can stretch it. They can guard multiple ways. I really like that Kansas team and the Bill Self, the way he coaches.
When you saw those highlights, what stood out to you, Coach?
I mean, I did not know when we looked at the highlights that UCF had won the game. I thought that, Kansas going there, there aren't many places on the Big 12 you can get a win. UCF was one of them, okay? And so that's a great, great win for Johnny Dawkins. Kansas is, they're missing something. I think they still need one more. Maybe it's a little bit more size. Maybe it's a little bit more of a breakdown guy. And obviously, Peterson hasn't practiced for a while, so the chemistry may not. That's a great win for UCF. And I think Kansas kind of let one get away there.
On the road, you know what I mean? But I think early in conference play, you really start to understand the intensity level kind of rises, and everybody's really coming after you. So you got to bring your best game at home or on the road. So, but I still like Kansas as we look forward or project forward.
Conference is loaded. I mean, BYU, Iowa State. I mean, there's so many great teams. Is there one that stood out to you early on?
Kansas. We talked about it when we were in Vegas. If they're healthy, I feel like they have a legit chance to be as good as any team in the country. But the key is potential number 1 and number 2 pick, whether he's going to be in or out of the lineup.
Yeah, I mean, we saw BYU get some key pieces back because DeBansta has some help. Darren Peterson, I think he's got to learn how to play with the guys. As a Council is going to be that third guy. They have Bedunga down low. The Big 12 is loaded, no doubt about it. The Big East, we thought maybe 5 teams, maybe 3, maybe 2. Villanova's been balling. They had a tough one tonight at Hinkle, one back.